That's part of the sentiment. It's like, you've already gone through enough of the development cycle to make these ideas presentable to be voted on. You've already spent resources on them. Just finish the implementation and give the community 3 new mobs a year instead of 1 new mob a year and potentially nothing else. There was an argument being made that Mojang is resting on its laurels and letting modders pick up the slack for keeping the game developing at a brisk pace, but if you're not in a position to use mods, or you just don't use mods, then Mojang putting the development work in the modder's lap doesn't help you as a player. I think the last mob that won was the Oxalotl. Which, you know, objectively correct choice. It's an Oxalotl. But, like, what do you do then? If someone's gonna come in here and tell me the Oxalotl lost, they just don't. Don't want to hear about it. I choose to believe the Oxalotl won. It's what Bethesda does with all their games. It's not just Starfield. You know what the most maybe not the most. One of the most popular mods in Fallout 3 is? Iron Sights. It was added to New Vegas as a, like, big selling point. The game has iron sights, but it didn't exist in Fallout 3. In fact, since they reused basically all of the models from Fallout 3, some guns just don't have usable iron sights at all. You really cannot ADS with the laser pistol, because it was just never designed to have laser sights on the model. And I think that carries over into Fallout 4 as well. I think iron sights on the laser pistol is a reflex sight mod. Mod in Fallout 4 referring to the in-game modification system, not external mods, like in Fallout 3. I don't know. I haven't gone back to Fallout 4 in a while. I got all the achievements on Xbox, and I moved on with my day. As usual, the worst achievements in the game were Far Harbor. Far Harbor is the best expansion in the game, but it's the worst achievements. The reason Far Harbor is the worst achievements is because Uncle Kenny is prone to glitching, which messes up the homesteading achievement, and the Islanders' almanacs are prone to falling through the world, which messes up another achievement. So you just have two achievements that are prone to glitching. I can be mad that my playthrough, I got the 20 magazines and a few story achievements while Xbox achievements were down, so I had to make another save file to get those achievements, but that's not a Bethesda problem, that's a Microsoft problem. Which, given the current state of things, is a Bethesda problem. Same company. But it was absolutely because the achievement server was down and it didn't unlock, and there was no way to try and force it to unlock. That dude's still up there. I really wish that guy would despawn. That would tell me the end is at least approaching. Okay, just give me another enemy as despawned, so I can have some level of hope. Normally I would say just despawn one enemy to figure out how many cycles are left, but all of these enemies are on different cycles. There was a lot of skipping enemies to go forward to Steer Freya. There were just routes. The dude by the chest was only recently added to the pool for despawning because he was petrified. This dude was petrified. He's on a different cycle than the guys around him. So counting how many times I despawn, it takes to despawn the lion that was petrified in the chest wouldn't help me. Because the number would be less. So while I would know the maximum number, it wouldn't tell me how many are left. It could be like, that one has 8 more spawns left, but everything else has 4. So I would not have gained information that I deem useful. And then I don't remember if that one was unpetrified last, or if the first lion going to the second half of the loop was unpetrified last. So I don't know which one is really the benchmark for what the upper limit is. It's just not a worthwhile proposal. That said, in Brightstone Cove, Seldora, the camp bonfire, the first bonfire of Brightstone Cove, will be split into two different paths. Because there's the walkway down to the church, and then there is the encampment. And I know those are on two different cycles because I did the encampment once to get all the items in the Mimic. But the path down to Prowling Magnus bonfire I've gone down that path several times. So all those enemies are on a different cycle. And they're not really connected in a worthwhile way. It would make more sense just to do the encampment and then go down the path to Prowling Magnus. And really just go down the path and try and get all the way to Freya. And then homeward back to the encampment. And just keep doing it over and over and over again. Between the Greatsword, the Rapier, and the Black Knight Halberd, I think I have more than enough weapon durability to make that trip. And if not, I have probably 100 different weapons that I could use. We're just clearing out trash mobs. We're not doing anything strenuous. So if I have to go back to double clubs, double axes, double scimitars, and double knives from the beginning of the game, who cares? It would at least be something different than me just going around with the greatsword whacking everybody. Right? These dudes die in one hit. I don't know why I swung twice. There's no point to do that. Oh, and of course we have the Dark Delver. Ugh. That's real unfortunate in my future. So the first location you have to beat for Dark Delver is in Castle Drang-Lake. It's by the first bonfire in Castle Drang-Lake. But I think I will hold off on that until I'm done with Nasandra. Because usually I don't fight Dark Lurker until after Nasandra. It's not a fun fight. I feel like the moveset on Dark Lurker is pretty cheap. And more importantly, every fight with Dark Lurker costs 1 humanity. Okay, this guy's gone. Let me redact that statement real quick. Fine, we're dead. Who cares? Not redact, retract. Every fight leading up to Dark Lurker also costs 1 humanity. And there are 2 fights prior to Dark Lurker. So if you're just getting farmed by Dark Lurker because, hey, it's not a fun fight, and you're also getting farmed by the fights leading up to Dark Lurker because you're in a small room fighting some very famous Dark Souls 1 bosses, well, mini bosses. Have fun, nerd. It's not even Dark Souls 1 bosses. You're fighting the yellow turban from Demon Souls. You're fighting Hovel the Rock. You're fighting Ricard. And you're fighting... I think his name's Alva. The dude with the curved greatsword from Black Witch Zuli's story. I think it is Wanderer Alva. The dark is just, hey, remember these characters from Dark Souls 1? Okay, that guy's gone. We're making progress. The chameleon's gone. Okay, making more progress. Okay, these chameleons are gone. Even more progress. It is important to note that we are making progress and not bacon pancakes. We could be making bacon pancakes. Okay, step away from that area to reduce our curse. Got cursed. Better than the Dark Souls 1 mechanic, and I think even original version of Dark Souls 2 used it as well, where if you got full curse, you just died. And then you lost a bunch of your maximum HP. Okay, that dude's still up there. That guy's gone. That guy is gone. Okay, we're making more progress. It looks like these guys are gone. These guys are gone. Is the Lion Knight gone? The Lion Knight's gone. Okay. All the chameleons are gone. We're getting there. We are getting there. Is this guy gone? This guy's still here. Okay, we currently only have 3 spots to check. Good jump. 4 spots to check. Because this guy is also gone. So what does that mean? We almost botched that jump because I wasn't fully paying attention. We changed the route that we go. The old route doesn't make sense when you can just go backwards and hit all the enemies in question. To be fair, going backwards and hitting all the enemies in question, I think was always the better route. I just didn't do it. Because you didn't have any weird double backs in this route. Yeah, this was always the better route. Like, objectively better. Okay, we're down to our last 2 enemies. Sorry guys, I was leading you on an inefficient route that entire time. There's a lot of time lost. Okay, are we done? Are we free? This dude over here. Okay, cool, we're done. And I will say it again, just so that people don't forget when they are watching this footage back. The Doors of Pharos, the next location, does not despawn. I can fight them until I'm blue in the face. It will not change the fact that they will always be there. So we are just lighting the bonfires in there because we've already defeated all the bosses in that area and moving on. Doors of Pharos and Grave of Saints don't despawn because of an interaction with the Rat Covenant, and I have no clue what makes them special, because it doesn't make any sense at all. So we have that bonfire. Oh, right. I'm in the Rat Covenant, so they don't attack me. Right. Totally forgot about that. I did the same thing I always do. Never mind, you have to go through this entire area. I thought I was being dumb. No, you have to do that. It's this one where you can immediately detour. There's the Rat King. Okay, Gavlin, let's see if I have any drops that I need to sell you. Oh yeah, you find a spare pyromancy set down in the gutter. Yeah, Blackwood Sully, Alva the Wayfarer. Yeah, so you get invaded by, not invaded, you get attacked by Alva in the Dark Lurker trials. I actually could have gotten more Prisoner's Tatters if the gutter wasn't terrible and most of the drops fell through the floor. But the gutter is terrible and most of the drops fell through the floor to be inaccessible.